Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So as you guys can see by the title, today I will be doing a cute cut crease makeup look for you guys. And yeah, I've definitely wanted to do kind of like a fire, smoky type of cut crease look, and I think it turned out really cute. So if you guys are curious on how I got this look, keep on watching. So starting off, I'm going to be using the Bperfect Carnival XL Pro palette, and I'm just going to be using the colors Lit, I forget what the red shade's called, but that red shade I'm pointing to, and then also that dark burgundy shade Reckless. And I'm basically just going to be starting off and using Lit as my transition shade on my lid. And then I'm going in with that red color to help blend everything together. And I'm also making sure that I'm kind of creating like that wing effect, because I know I'm doing like kind of like a winged cut crease in a way. And then I'm basically just popping on Reckless as well, just to help deepen the crease and add some dimension to the look. Then just to deepen the crease even more, I'm just going to be going in with that black shade Lights Out, just to kind of help create like that smoky type of effect for my eyes. And honestly guys, per usual, I feel like my left eye always turns out way better than my right eye did, which is fine. I mean, for the most part it matches, so it's okay. We're all good. Trust me, the look all pulls together, you know? So I'm basically just blending in all those colors one more time before I go in and cut my crease, just to make sure everything is the way I want it to be. And then I'm just going to go in with the Makeup Revolution Cut Crease Canvas, and I'm going to use that to cut my crease as well. And yeah, cutting your crease is definitely a process, but like once you kind of like, once it clicks on how to do it for your specific eye shape, it's actually pretty fun. Like I think my favorite part of doing an eyeshadow look is when I get to cut the crease. But yeah, so as you guys can see, I'm basically just winging everything out. I will definitely say it does kind of look a little muddy to me, like looking back at everything, but I'm definitely in the future going to clean up my crease kind of first and then go in with the cut crease and kind of do that. But yeah, so as you guys can see, I'm just applying those shades Lit and then that red shade again, I forget what it's called, I'm sorry, but I'm basically popping that on my lid to kind of have like that nice gradient effect. And then I'm popping on Reckless towards the edge, and then I'm going to be using Lights Out again towards the very tail. And then later on, you guys are going to see me put on some eyeliner right on top of there, just to have it a bit more darker. And then before I do that, I'm just going to get my Neutrogena makeup remover wipe, and I'm basically just going to use that to, you know, make sure that the edges are all nice and crisp and cleaned up. And I'm basically just going to be using that Wet n Wild foundation, Wet n Wild eyeliner, sorry. And I'm basically just going to use that and make a really dramatic wing. And then of course, an eyeshadow look would not be complete without some nice thick mink lashes. So I'm basically just plopping those on my face. And then moving on to my face makeup, I'm just going to be starting off using the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. And guys, I'm actually really happy that I finally just took the plunge. I'm actually getting into a lot of like non-drugstore-esque products. Like as you guys can see, I'm using the Farsali Skin 2 Blur as well. Now, I did get the smaller version of it just because I wasn't 100% sure how I was going to like it. But it's actually pretty good for now. And then I'm also going to be using the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer before I apply my foundation on to kind of like help conceal my dark circles even more. I did pick up this concealer a couple weeks ago, but I feel like the way the color is, it actually is basically my skin tone. So that's why I kind of use it to cover instead of really as like a highlighting concealer type. But then I'm just going to be going into the Maybelline Fit Me foundation, and I'm in the shade 330 Toffee. And guys, this is my perfect match. Like I love this foundation to pieces. Like this has definitely been my go-to foundation these last couple weeks when it comes to makeup. So definitely it's an oldie, but it's a goodie. And then for concealer, I'm just going to be going into my NYX Born to Glow concealer, and in this I'm in the shade Golden. And I'm basically just going to place this in all the places I usually conceal. So underneath my eyes, my chin, the bridge of my nose, and also my forehead. And I'm basically just going to use this fan to fan down the concealer a bit, just so I have a bit more coverage with the product. Next, to set my concealer, I'm just going to be using the Sacha Buttercup setting powder in the shade Light. I do know there's a Buttercup Light and then also a regular Buttercup. For my winter shade, and mostly with like 90% of the year, I'm the Buttercup Light, if anybody was wondering. Then next, moving back onto my eyes, I'm just going to be using the NYX retractable eyeliner in the shade Black, and I'm basically just going to place that on my waterline. And then later on, you guys are going to see me basically use all the colors that I used for the most part on my crease, which was Reckless. And then I also think I used that red color as well to kind of help blend everything all together. And I also did put another layer of that Buttercup powder underneath my eyes, again, just because I wanted to make sure that there was no like excess fallout and stuff like that on my face. And then I'm just going to be going in with the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Setting Powder, and I am in the shade Medium Deep, and I'm basically just using that to get rid of that excess powder and to also set the rest of my face. Next, I'm just going to be going into the Cover FX Perfector Face Palette, and I'm going to use that contour shade. And I'm basically just going to use that to contour my cheekbones, my jawline, and then also my nose. I don't know, I have a love-hate relationship when it comes to this powder because like I got this in my BoxyCharm, so I didn't really get to select my shades. So like during the winter, it's just a tad bit too dark, so you gotta try to finesse it. Like try not to use too much product unless it is definitely gonna be too dark. But I feel like today it was a win for me. Sometimes it's like a win-lose type of situation when it comes to this powder. Now, what I will say is when it came to my nose, I got a little too heavy-handed with it. So you guys are going to see me switch up my brushes to kind of help blend that out a bit more. I could have blended it out even more looking back, but it's fine. So then I'm going to be going into the Blushy and Bali palette by BH Cosmetics, and I'm just going to use the shade Pomegranate and also Ember. So Pomegranate's going to be, of course, my blush color, and then I'm just going to use, I think it's either Amber or Ember, but I'm basically just going to use that darker shade in the highlighter palette to also highlight my cheekbones and my nose. And then there's me just admiring myself because the makeup looks coming together and all that fun stuff. But yeah, so I'm basically just gonna highlight my cheekbones, make sure that is all nice and blended, and I'm gonna highlight my nose. And I also did my chin and my eyebrows, but I cut that off just because I thought the video was running just a little bit longer than I wanted it to. But yeah. And then to set my face, I'm just going to be using the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. And I'm basically just going to spray that all over to let everything sit in. And I'm basically just going to spray it down with my fan once again. Fancy. But then I'm just moving on to lips. I'm going to be using the NYX retractable lip liner, and I'm basically just going to be using that shade Sand Beige to line my lips. And whenever I do line my lips, I do like to overline them a bit, just because I don't know, like I like the way like a plump upper lip looks. But yeah, so then I'm going to be using the NYX Lingerie. And once again, I'm sorry, I do not know what shade this is to save my life. But if you guys wanted to know, definitely don't hesitate to comment down below and I'll be able to answer that for you. And then last but not least, I'm just going to add a gloss on top of that. And that's going to be the NYX Lip Plumper Filler type of thing. Yeah. But yeah, so that's pretty much finishes up the makeup look, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to your girl down below for more content and more makeup looks. And yeah, I hope you guys have a good one.